First things first, that you learn in sports, before you even try to trash talk, at least something to back it up with. You don't want to be the guy that trash talks and still loses in the end. It's just a very bad feeling to have. Today, we're going to talk about these things and how karma works in mysterious ways. Make sure to like the video, and you don't want karma coming your way. Just kidding, enjoy. Number 10, you haven't won until you are announced the winner.
And the 8th from Christian Rivera.
Oh, and he's still playable. That ball was gone. Look at, they're not even playing.
First off, we will start with some overconfidence biting you right in the ass. The action happened in a volleyball game between USC men's volleyball team and BYU men's volleyball team. USC has a great shot when the score was 6-6, right in the corner of BYU. Them defending the ball went to the speaker and came back really fast in a play to return it to USC. While in the meantime, they were already celebrating, not knowing that the game still continued, thinking it was all over. A moment they will remember for a long time. A point they thought they won but actually lost, plainly celebrating too early, pointing all too well to the conclusion that we want to make for you and how karma stoked the way. Number 9, kids in sports. When we are in the sports and when the kids are involved, it's just a joy to watch. Yes, they can be often always a hit or miss, but we always are there for the fun side of things and not so much on the competitive side. From the clip, we can see that it's an intense game, so much hype around it. The score is 45-45, and we're in the fourth quarter. A free throw here and there, and the white team was given 2 free throws. Scoring both of them puts them on the lead with 1 point, and with 2 seconds until the end, they start to celebrate. On the other side, the black team seizes the opportunity, scoring a fast point at the end of the game in their favor, winning. An early celebration will only get you that far. Karma at its best. Number 8, never celebrate too early.
Can't catch it. It's Cooper. Cooper is into the end zone, and he's hit from behind as he crossed the plane.
One of the most embarrassing ways to lose the game is by celebrating too early and losing track of time and pace. In this game, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chicago Bears in the third week of the 2017 NFL season. To get you to speed, it's a pretty intense game, and one touchdown can change the game at any given moment. Pittsburgh is trailing behind Chicago by 1 touchdown. Pittsburgh opts for a field goal to catch some points. They decide to go for a touchdown, however their plan is spoiled when number 27 from the Bears dashes and blocks, knocking the ball to his teammate, who runs until the end of the field and suddenly starts slowing down, allowing the other team to catch up with him and not get him the 7 points. A celebration too early, my friend, punishable in almost every moment. Number 7, the unfortunate Megan Rutledge. Next on our list, we have one of the most unfortunate encounters with karma from the side of Megan Rutledge in the X Games in the Staples Center. She is a motocross racer and a very good one at that. In her race during the X Games in 2013, she pulls off and is winning almost the whole race in the final lap before the last corner. During her jump, she starts celebrating and she decides to punch the air with her fist, a form of celebration well known to all of us, when suddenly that is a very big mistake that costs her the gold medal. She, taking her hand off the motocross, loses balance and is not able to control the landing, puts her in misery as she falls down on the landing in the final corner and lets herself be overtaken by the competition, finishing outside of the podium even. Karma striking yet again. Number 6, adding salt to the wound.
Here comes a throw by Romero. We are tied up at 5.
One of the favorite moments in sports is when the rivalries come face to face to battle it out. This happened between the Seattle Mariners and the Anaheim Angels in one baseball game. Fernando Rodney, pointing in the Angels' dugout, signaling a foul ball, he pitches to throw a ball at the batter. The Mariners at the bottom of the ninth are leading by 1 when Rodney sends a fastball from the pitch position. when suddenly the tables are turning and the Angels being able to run the field and tie the game, making Rodney look embarrassing in the first place, but also when the pointing is thrown back, it got even worse. Karma served by the Anaheim Angels, right back at Fernando Rodney. Number 5, YouTube boxing. One of the weirdest and most fun things to come to sports is the YouTube boxing. And now we talk about specifically the match between KSI and Logan Paul. One of the ways the boxers hype each other up is by taking the time to trash talk the opponent to trigger him a given time before the fight on many press conferences. One such occasion, Logan tries to insult KSI when he asks him a math equation, asking him what is 8 times 7, an action that will later bite him back. After the match, Logan Paul lost the match by split decision, with KSI winning the match 56 points. A match that Logan loses after the trash talk, with the points multiplied to get the answer 56. A very strict and on-point karma, ladies and gentlemen. Number 4, asking for it.
I was slowly going to the bench with my trainer, and a fan who was sitting right on the glass started to heckle me and just started calling me some names.
Next on our list, we have Steve Sullivan from the Chicago Blackhawks, a hockey player that is not the receiving end of the karma. In this clip, during a hockey game, he gets clipped in the face by a hockey stick from one of his teammates, by accident nonetheless. Not a very team play thing to do, but it was an accident, and one of the fans wanted to tell him that himself. From the first row behind the glass, pointing with his finger on the nose, mocking Sullivan, adding insult to injury. A while after, the hockey puck misses the goalie, bouncing right into the face of the same fan that mocked Sullivan before, a moment that pulls his wife in laughter. And of course, Sullivan returns the favor when the game ends and crosses by the same gesture the fan used before. Number 3, bitten back. Next on our list, we have Luis Suarez and his biting condition. He likes to bite people out of nowhere for absolutely no reason at all. He has been caught on camera doing it on many occasions. This particular time, he went up to Gregorio Chelani during the 2014 World Cup. However, this time around, it will not end up good for him. During the match, as seen at first, just a regular accident between the clash of the two, but Suarez is seen from a different angle and given a red card and a penalty. After the incident, you can clearly see his teammates trying to hide the bite wound from the referee, going to show how serious it was. After this, he was given a 4-month ban from the sport. He broke the record for the longest ever suspension during the World Cup. Number 2, one more lap. One of the biggest types of karma that can happen, the one when you celebrate too early for nothing. Yeah, absolutely nothing. In this scene, the bike driver Ricardo Russo, in his final lap upon the previous one, he starts celebrating, thinking that it is the last lap he won the race. A miscalculation in some of his crew, but he was so wrong. One of the funniest things is that all of the drivers are taking the race seriously, and there being one more lap to the finish line, they are just passing him one by one, while he is busy celebrating. Just watching the whole play in action, it's hilarious. Karma served quickly. We have given you one of the best karma moments in the sport, but what can possibly be right on the edge at the very limit to top all the things before? Number 1, overconfidence.
We want the ball, we're going to score. Oh boy. That was over the...
Confidence is a very powerful thing, especially coming from someone who was perfecting his craft in the sport for a long time and has something to prove it. However, in this particular moment, the confidence is his downfall. This is one of the most memorable moments in the NFL history during the wildcard match of the 2013 NFL season between the Seahawks and the Packers, after going to overtime with the score being 27-27. The Seahawks won the coin toss and chose to take the ball. Their quarterback, Matt Hasselbeck, wants to spice things up a bit, saying on live television, and I quote, "We want the ball and we're gonna score it." A bold, confident move that was caught on live television. This did not work out right as he planned, throwing the ball in the waiting hands of the opposing team. Just the irony of him being the one throwing the game, ouch, definitely came back to bite Hasselbeck. Thank you for staying until the end of the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more videos like this one in the future.